Hi everyone, my name is Dan. I'm a second year medical student at the University of New England in Biddeford, Maine, and I'm training to become a doctor. I've lived in Maine my whole life and I've played sports most of my life, so I understand how much you all are missing playing sports. I played soccer at the University of New England during college and I loved it. My favorite sports are soccer, basketball, and golf. While I was in college, I was lucky enough to volunteer with the Special Olympics and play soccer with all of you in Gorham. While I was there, I realized how many talented, hardworking athletes there are in Maine. It's very unfortunate that it's become so difficult to play team sports because of this virus, and I'm really sorry that everyone has to go through this. It's a very difficult time for everyone, but as long as we stay positive, we can get through this together. So I'm here to talk to all the athletes about COVID-19 and how we can be safe and smart during these tough times. Times like these can be confusing, frustrating, and can be scary for a lot of people. COVID-19 is a virus, which means it's a little organism that's so small you're unable to see it, and it unfortunately makes people sick. People can get this specific virus by breathing it in. This can happen when a person that is sick with a virus breathes, coughs, or sneezes on someone else, or touches an object that has germs on it and then that person uses their hands to touch their face. So how can we prevent this virus from spreading and how can we protect ourselves? Well, the most effective way to prevent this from spreading is social distancing, which I'm sure everyone has heard plenty of times by now. So if you stay 6 feet away from someone, then you're less likely to spread sickness or get sick because you're physically further away from that person breathing, coughing, or sneezing. This can spread by people who are infected even if they don't feel sick. So a quote from the CDC was that the more closely a person interacts with others and the longer that interaction, the higher the risk of COVID-19 spread. Another way to protect yourself and others is washing your hands, and if you're unable to wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. Also, you can clean surfaces that are frequently touched surfaces. Stay away from people who are sick, and cover your mouth with a face covering or mask. One way that's been proven to prevent the spread of COVID-19 is by wearing masks. When you wear a mask, it prevents your breath, coughs, and sneezes from getting on other people, which prevents other people from breathing the same air that you breathe. So one thing to consider is that this is a big change for everyone. Going to the grocery store and seeing everyone wearing masks can be scary. This is partly because we're so used to seeing people's faces. In some ways, it can make interaction with others seem less human. One thing that makes us happy is seeing others smile, and it's difficult to know when someone is smiling when they're wearing a mask. The good thing is that people wearing masks are wearing them to protect people from germs because they care about others, including you. Most people wear masks to be considerate of others, to make sure they don't spread the virus. It's like a kind gesture that is necessary for us to all be happy and healthy. And it's also worth noting that we're all in this together, and we want all the amazing athletes to be healthy and happy when they get back on the field or court in whatever sport you play. So why are masks important? Well, the mask creates a physical barrier that prevents you from breathing, coughing, and sneezing on others. This protects others from sharing your germs. Also, when you wear a mask, you're less likely to touch your mouth because you have that physical barrier in front of it. Although masks are a big change, we can think of masks as just a new piece of clothing, like your favorite pair of shoes that you wear. Many people buy masks or make them that allow them to express themselves. People even have masks that show their favorite sports teams. So I have a mask for my favorite sport, which is soccer. Then I have a mask with a bandana pattern that also has cats on it because I love cats. And then I have a Patriots mask that has football helmets on it. So you can find or make masks with your favorite sports teams, athletes, superheroes, TV shows, Disney characters, or anything else. So on the screen I have, on the top left is a regular surgical mask, which are very popular. And we have Captain America, Star Wars, Pokemon, Frozen, red socks, we have different patterns, and dog ones too. So a fun project is to make your own cloth masks if you have material with your favorite patterns on them. So many masks that they're creating now are comfortable and stylish. If you feel that your mask is not comfortable, there are ways to make them more comfortable. If your mask hurts your ears, wearing a headband or a hat is a great idea. This makes the straps touch the hat and headband and not your skin. They also make masks with adjustable elastics. There are also ear saver bands which allow the straps to go around your neck. These attach to both the strings of your mask together so it can rest on the back of your neck and not your ears. If you're wearing a cloth mask, it's important to know that you need to wash it before using it again. So the best time to wear a mask is when you're in public places like grocery stores, Walmart, restaurants, or standing in lines. Anywhere that makes it difficult to stay more than 6 feet apart from others outside your household is a good place to wear a mask. For example, if you go to the grocery store, it's important that you put your mask on before you go inside, and it's very important that you keep your mask on the whole time you're in there. Once you're out of the grocery store, it may be a good idea to wash your hands or sanitize them. You should also try not to touch your face. This can be very difficult because sometimes it's a habit for us to touch our faces. Some studies have shown that people touch their faces 23 times per hour. We have to consciously think about not touching our faces, especially after touching objects in public places. So just a couple tips on staying healthy. So enjoy your time with the close ones and the pets that you have. This is a great time to bond with those who really care about you. Also, stay connected with friends and family. Many people are staying connected with Zoom calls or Skype calls. It's also important to focus on yourself and your family. So right now, it's important to stay up to date on the news, but it's also important to take time away from the news and focus on yourself and your health and the things that make you happy during these tough times. It's also important to spend time enjoying the outdoors. Find some trails nearby, go on walks, work on the yard, and you can also play sports that involve social distancing. You can walk, you can run, you can play golf, go swimming, go biking. It's also a good time to learn something new. You can learn a new dance, learn the lyrics of a song you like, how to cook a delicious and healthy meal, and learn about meditation. It's easy to become stressed during these times, but if we really focus on the things that make us happy and healthy, we'll be a lot better off. So in conclusion, there's a couple things to remember. Social distancing is the best way to prevent yourself and others from getting sick. Washing your hands and sanitizing are also very important. In addition, masks are a great way to be safe from germs, and there are many options for masks and different ways to make your mask more comfortable. This is a difficult time, but we're all going to get through this together. I know how tough it is to not be able to play the sports we all love and cherish, but we will get back to it soon. I hope to see you all again when we can play sports together.